Wishing you all a very good morning. I'm up with the second video of the chapter Chotu's House. So till now you have done till page number 34 in the first video. You have done the first half. I'm going to start with the second half. Now the second half starts with the question, do you keep your house clean? Now before we discuss all these questions, I hope that you all know what importance does cleanliness hold in our life. Cleanliness is very, very important. Now, cleanliness, when we talk of cleanliness begins with our body. It starts with our personal hygiene. If we have not kept our body clean, how can we keep the surroundings clean? So, when we talk about personal hygiene, can you see these points? I have jotted down some points. Bathing, brushing our teeth at least twice a day, clipping your nails, wearing washed and ironed clothes, keeping our hair combed and trimmed, and washing our hands frequently. So, these are certain points that all of us do to keep our body clean. Whenever we eat our food, before eating food and after eating our meal, we have to wash our hands. And whenever we get our hands dirty, maybe after playing or doing some other stuff, so that time also we need to wash our hands. So, before cleaning our house, we should keep our body clean. Now, let us switch over to the questions which are given on page number 34. Do you keep your house clean? How? Now, I'm sure that you all might be keeping your houses clean. How? Now, here you have to write the ways how you keep your house clean. Now, in the next slide, I'm going to also explain you certain common things which we all of us do at home to keep it clean. You also can write your own points here. Then the second question is, who all help to keep your house clean? Now this is not a one person's task. It is your house. If four people, five people, six people are living in a house, it is everybody's house. So each one of them has their individual duties and roles to play of keeping the house clean. So you also can play your part and do whatever you can do to keep your house clean. Then we have, where do you go to freshen up in the morning? We know that we use toilets, our washrooms, to freshen up when we wake up in the morning. Do you know in earlier times there were no toilets? So people used to go in open fields, behind the trees and other some bushy areas to freshen up. The next question is, where do you throw the garbage of your house? Now, if I talk about myself, my house, we have the garbage vans which visit alternate days on alternate days or maybe daily also in some areas. So they come and they collect the garbage. They have two sections. One is of blue color and one is of green color. The green color bin is to dispose the biodegradable waste, and the blue color bin is to dispose the non-biodegradable waste. Now there are few more questions on page number 35. Is the area around your house clean? So this you have to see. You have to observe that is the area around your house clean? Are there proper, community helpers, the sweepers that regularly come to clean the house, clean the roads near the house, and also to pick the trash from the roads? Do you use a toilet in or around your house? Yes, we do use the toilets in our house and also the toilets outside in public areas whenever we are somewhere out of our house. Then we have, who cleans it? Who cleans the roads? Who cleans the toilets? See, children, there are people, those who are paid to do this. They are called the community helpers. They help the community and they are paid for this. They are paid for the work. So we have sweepers, we have janitors, we have other community workers who help everybody around us to maintain cleanliness. Then the last question is, how do you help in keeping it clean? Now, role do we play? What role do you play in keeping your surroundings clean? That also we are going to discuss in detail. So, as I told you, I'm going to tell you briefly the tips that you all can do at your house to keep your house clean. I also do all these things. by keeping all the things at the assigned place. Now, children, it is said that everything has a place and all the things are supposed to be at its place. So, whenever we want our house to be organized and clean, the first thing we need to keep in mind is if we pick up something from a particular place, for example, our toys, our colors, our books, or maybe something from your almirah. So whenever we finish it using it, we finish its usage, we are supposed to keep it back at the place from where we took it. Next, disposing the trash in the dustbin. So whatever waste we have in our house, wrappers, for example, you're eating something, you have a wrapper in your hand, don't throw it anywhere in the room. You know what is the place where you are supposed to dispose it. Go throw it in the dustbin, go throw it in the trash box. So same goes with all the things, whatever you eat, whatever you use. Maybe you have shaved your pencil and you're having pencil shavings, so you are supposed to dispose it in the dustbin. Then the third point which we have here is regular cleaning of the floor. You might have noticed somebody in your house, maybe some elder person or maybe some house worker, helper, cleans the house first, brooms the house, and then uses a mop to clean it. So that is very, very important. Especially these days, we should put disinfectants and other stuff to maybe to keep our house clean and to kill all the germs which are there on the floor, because we bring dirty shoes in the house also. So it is necessary to clean so that all the germs and bacteria are cleaned off from your floor. Then cleaning the furniture, doors and windows of your house and whatever other things you have in your house using a duster. I'm sure all of you might be helping your elders in the house in dusting, because that is a task which we can do easily. So you can also contribute in the cleaning of your house by this manner. Then we have keeping the kitchen area clean, kitchen area tidy. Okay, children, a kitchen is a place from where we get our eatables, something that goes in our mouth. If something which is going in our mouth should come from a place which is totally clean. So it is very, very important to clean the kitchen, clean the utensils, and also cleaning all the maybe cloths which we are using to prepare food. Then washing the toilets regularly. So this is very, very, very important, which the importance we are going to discuss in the next slide. Why do we need to keep our toilets clean? So we know that toilets are the place where germs and bacteria grow at a very, very fast rate. So if we don't clean them, we don't use proper implements to clean them, we are going to have a very stinky and dirty toilet. So it is our duty to regularly wash the toilets, clean its tiles, floor, the toilet seats are to be maintained properly. And then, what role do we play in keeping the toilets clean? Now, whenever we use the toilet, it is our responsibility to keep the toilet clean for the other people to use. We need to flush it with water every time you use it, every time. Then whatever waste we have in our the washrooms, for example, if we have dirty tissues, so the tissues are to be disposed in the dustbins. They are not to be thrown here and there anywhere. Then we have when we use the toilets, it is very important to clean ourselves. We can either clean ourselves with the help of a tissue or also by using water. Now, when we are done with everything, the toilet scene is back to clean the earlier position, it is clean, and we've also cleaned ourselves. Then, the most important thing is we have to wash our hands thoroughly with soap or hand wash. Then, page number 35. This little story has briefed you about the use of toilet. It is a story about Billu and Simi. They go together in the school. Simi noticed that her friend Billu was getting uncomfortable. He was not talking to her. Simi asked Billu, "What happened? You look so dull." Billu then replied, "I don't know how to use the toilet properly. Hira ma'am would be on her round, and again she would scold me as usual for not using the toilet properly. Simi said, "Why don't you use the toilet properly then?" Then Billu said, "I'm scared that I would fall in the toilet pit." Now, this was scary for him how to use the toilet. He thought that when he will sit on the toilet seat, he is going to fall in the pit, in the toilet pit. So actually it doesn't happen. Whenever we use the toilet, I don't think there should be a worry about falling in the toilet seat. So Simi told him that how stupid is that? And now I know that it is you and many other friends like you who are, you know, responsible for keeping the toilets dirty in our school, because you don't know how to use the toilet properly. That is why our toilets remain dirty. So she told him that please don't be scared, be responsible. It is it is not a scary thing to sit on the toilet pit and then use it. So you should properly sit on the toilet seat and then use the toilet. After using the toilet, as I have already told, always flush it with water after use. Wash yourself properly. And the last step, we should wash our hands thoroughly after the use. So this slide we have already discussed. Now let's come to page number 36. There is a small poster of how to keep the toilet clean, how to flush it with water and then cleaning it. If still you find some stains left, just clean it with additional water. Use bucket or use a mug. Then there is a small fact. Did you know? For Gandhiji's 150th birthday, the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan was launched. Now, children, this is a very common thing now. It was launched in the year 2014 on 2nd of October, as it is Gandhiji's birthday. So that time, our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, on Gandhiji's 150th birthday, he launched this scheme, this campaign, which was popularly called as Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Now all of us, it is very commonly prevalent, everybody of us is aware about this campaign now. The major aim of this campaign is to have hygienic sanitary facilities and cleanliness throughout the country. Now the people who are involved, they are very hardly and dedicatedly working to spread awareness about how to maintain cleanliness throughout our country, everywhere, if be it a village, be it a town, or be it a big city. And also this campaign aims that people should now not go open air for to freshen up. So keeping this in mind, this under this campaign, a lot of toilets have been constructed. I'll show you the pictures. See, under this scheme, do you know there are more than 9 crores toilets that have been made all over our country? This is one slogan. There are many slogans which go by this campaign. स्वच्छ और स्वस्थ होगा तभी तो आगे बढ़ेगा इंडिया. So we are also a part of it. We are also the contributors in this Swachh Bharat campaign, and we also have to play our role in keeping our country clean. We should not throw waste here and there. And even if you find somebody throwing, just point out, figure out there and then itself, and ask them to dispose it at the proper place. And always use toilets to freshen up, be it your home. And if you are somewhere outside your home, you should use public toilets. Then there are a few more questions here. Describe the toilet area in your school. Is it clean? Who cleans it and how? How do you help in it? So these are the questions which you have to answer, keeping your school condition, our school condition in mind. And then what is your role? We have already discussed cleaning the washroom properly, flushing it properly, cleaning yourself, and then washing your hands. From now, Billu used the toilet responsibility. He left it clean after its use and washed his hands. So good that he learnt it. Then, do you leave the toilet clean as you want it for yourself? Yes, we do. I do it. Then enlist the times when you wash hands. We should frequently wash hands. This we have discussed when I told you about the personal hygiene. Very frequently, before having meal, after having meal, after playing, and after using the washrooms. Then when do you think your hands get dirty? These are the things when we which we usually do, and then our hands tend to get dirty, untidy. Then what all do we need to do when to keep ourselves clean? Bathing, brushing teeth, clipping our nails regularly, and few more blanks are left here to be filled by you. You can take the help of the points which I told you, how to keep maintain personal hygiene, and also you can add more points of your choice. Then what will happen if we don't do the above? Now children, the minor issues which arise when we don't keep personal hygiene are that we have bad odor, mouth, oral odor, then we have bad smell, stinky body, then we have a bad skin, and also if we eat something with dirty hands, there is a risk of having, infections, stomach infections, and also can lead to some serious issues. So it is better to keep our hands clean before eating, and also to maintain personal hygiene. Then the last page of this chapter shows you a picture. Can you see this beautiful door outside which a rangoli is made, and on the top of the door a bandarwar is hung? So there are many ways of decorating our houses. Recently we had our festival, major festival of our country, that was Diwali. So all of you might have decorated your houses with lights, lamps, fairy lights, and also with rangoli, other paper crafts, and also with the door hangings and wall hangings which you might have made at home. So here is also a house. It is Lata's house. Is there any special way in which you decorate your house? When and how? Now here you can write on the occasions when you decorate your house, and also the ways how you decorate it. So you can recently pick up the ideas from the Diwali festival which we celebrated and write it here. Ask your friends when and how they decorate their houses. Now, this question is given to you here because in different cultures, people use different ways, different things to decorate their houses. Now, you can approach people from different cultures and ask them, interview them, maybe telephonically or if you personally meet them, and you can discuss with them and find the answer for this question. Then the last question is name the things with which you decorate your house. Now, all the things here, such as we use paper, we use diyas, we use rangoli, colors, and glittery sheets, lights, lamps. So, whatever you use, you can write here. We are summing up with the chapter now. Now, all the exercises given from page number 34 to 37 are your homework. Thoroughly go through the video and write down the answers. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.